Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. Today is February 26th, day number 541 of the Indexation Research Project. I'm Carolyn Holzman, and right now I'm confining the current testing to sites that have been designated as desktop primary crawler by Google versus the smartphone sites. For anyone who doesn't know what their site is, you can Google how to find the primary crawler of my site. You'll find it in Search Console, but that's a video where I show you exactly how to find it out for yourself. Now, understand your designation doesn't mean that your site is only crawled by the mobile or only crawled by the desktop bot. It just means that the data inside of your Search Console about your site has been compiled by the data of that particular crawler agent. Now, you can find this data that you're looking at on American Way Media. Just search for Google Index Detector. It's a top result. In general, let's just talk about the last few days, and I'll get to the product reviews update announcement that they put out late on the 21st. Last night, saw an update to the page report in Search Console. And hold on just a sec. Okay, so this is the where I log all the data on the history. You can see it on a week by week basis, and you can also find that on the other page. So here we go, talking about last night. Hold on, that would be over here. There we are. Last night the page report was updated. All of our site Search Console, all of them get updated at the same time, and it took 4 days. Normally there's a 3-day pattern, but clearly they were doing some stuff. And there's also been a new bot that showed up. It makes 5 new Chrome builds in approximately just over 2 weeks. So one launched on February 10th, another one on the 19th, another one on February 22nd, and then the 24th and the 25th. So pretty busy. Now there does seem to be like only one dud, which was the Chrome build mobile 25. It was very short-lived. It was looks like a security update, took it to mobile 26. And remember that these simple numbers are my reference. You can find the full information on Chrome releases here, and I'll put that in the description. Like our websites, what we're using as our own browsers on our computers, that they're updating all the time. The bots are always a little bit behind on that, because obviously they're testing to make sure that everything is cool. All right, now getting back over here, I've been continuing to test the simple and the JavaScript keywords in quotes, and it continues to be fruitful. Saturday felt like a bonanza of findable tests. As you can see here, while I didn't find any this morning, this last tested on the 25th. The JavaScript on the desktop primary crawler site, it was findable by the quotes, and usually there's a little bit of a delay. And yes, this morning definitely there were lots of rendering bots on that. Now the last 24 hours shows a lot of bot activity crawling site maps and robots text files, and lots of refresh render crawls. Getting back up here to the rendering test time. That continues steady at 5 seconds. This is the time the bot stays on your content on the second pass, going through the rendering machine, as we like to call it. Now, everything I'm sharing here, this is based on Ted Kubitis' work. He tested render time last year and found it to be around 20 seconds. So he's testing, I'm testing, and if anybody else is testing, let's compare render times. So like I say, right now, I'm getting steady 5-second readings. I know Ted's been getting 4 to 5, and he talks about it on his show. So you can find that out on SEO Fight Club. Now, let's look at the bot report. which, sorry, my computer restarted right before this. So anyway, what we're looking at here is I'm parsing out all the bots that come, and yeah, so you can kind of see how many. There's not a lot of desktop bot activity. So either on the mobile or on the desktop. Like if you look over the last couple of days, it's been a ghost town for the desktop. And that's on both types of sites, mobile and desktop. So now to the product reviews update that they announced. How I read this is, if you're an affiliate in e-commerce, this is going to be really important to you. You've got a lot of the same thin content that everybody else has. Google says don't expect to be rewarded. Please note, they say here that it's a reward type of update. Okay, so if you have thin content, that's cold comfort, right? Because not being rewarded can feel like being punished. So if you've left everything to your backlinks and didn't pay much attention to your on-page content, you might want to take a look at that. We've been saying that for a while. Now, they have to be measuring something that can be automated, right? There's not humans going to every page and going, oh, this is great. They have people, raters that do that, but in terms of, across everybody's site, they can't hire people to do that. It's too costly, and here's where and I'll have this link in here too. So if you're writing product reviews and things like that, they kind of give you a little bit of insight in all of this. Basically what they consider quality reviews, note they're talking about provide evidence, visuals, audio, other links, these types of things. That can be measured, right? So for the rest of us not in e-commerce or affiliate space, there's probably not a lot to see here. And what they say about it not being a real-time continually rolling update, the product reviews here. So that was noted here. So I'll just kind of they say 2 weeks on that. And that makes sense. It bears it out. This is why, I think they can continue to push out bots while they're doing that. That they're probably doing it in small batches, which is why we're probably going to see this kind of stuff, high readings every now and then. And it makes sense. It reminds me of how they rolled out Panda and Penguin back in 2011, 2012. Once we got dinged, we had to wait until they reran it as a separate thing. It wasn't a continuous, you change what you did wrong and suddenly your rankings would return. They would only come back, one, if you did it right, and two, only after they ran it. So very frustrating learning for sure. All right, that's it for today. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.